Thanks for joining me here on Foundation Friday, January 25th, 2019. Steve Sipress here. Finally, live today on Facebook. I have been attempting it for hours. I don't know, this is over a dozen attempts, and finally it appears that we may in fact be live. I'm going to be quick, and then it's back to dinner and a movie with my beautiful wife, Michelle. So today, I did a whole bunch. Timothy Moore is here. Great seeing you. I got something for you. Going to get in touch with you. I did a whole bunch of strategy sessions today. For people that don't know, I do free strategy sessions. I love small business owners and entrepreneurs. I love doing free strategy sessions, but I have such a long list. I got through a bunch of them today. There's a whole lot more, but you can get on that list. You go to helpfromsteve.com, and I will get to you and help you solve whatever your biggest problem is that's stopping you from bringing in profits to your business. Anyway, so this came up a couple of times today. People ask me why especially on my Direct Mail Monday videos, but also on my World Wide Web Internet Marketing videos on Wednesday and my social media Saturday videos, but a lot of time why I stop, for instance, and I focus on the very first touch, the very first point, like the subject line of an email, or the headline of a social media post, or with Direct Mail Monday, often with envelopes, I just toss them in the mail without opening them. And people said, why do you not go through the entire direct mail piece? And that's a very basic question, and so I'm going to offer a very basic strategy called AIDA. And hopefully you've heard of it, and it's very basic to you, but this is Foundation Friday. It's a basic foundational tip for those that haven't heard of it. It stands for, the four letters AIDA stand for attention, interest, desire, and action, in that order. So the very first thing you've got to do is get attention, and today it is tougher than it's ever been, likely in the history of mankind, certainly in my lifetime, and anyone that's been studying this stuff ever. It used to be so much easier to get people's attention, but now with all the constant barrage of devices, and everyone's got 500 different TV channels and thousands of different YouTube channels and all kinds of information all over the place on the internet, and everyone is fighting for the attention of you, me, and everybody. So we got to keep that in mind. It doesn't matter what's on the inside of your direct mail piece and how much money you spent on the copywriter and how much time you put into strategizing the whole thing, including the color paper and how many pages and what's included in your sales letter, what's the headline and what's the subject and what's the PS and all this. None of that matters if you don't get the envelope opened, if you don't get their attention. If you don't break through the clutter and get people's attention, remember that. AIDA, attention. That's where you got to start. That's a foundational tip. It's the same thing if you're making a phone call. You know, in the old days, cold calling actually worked a little bit. I mean, it still wasn't smart and productive, especially for selling anything important or complex. But today, people just get hung up on or get screened out, or it goes to, voicemail. I mean, you just can't get attention of people at pretty much at all. It happens a lot at networking events too. I see and I speak at a lot of attending networking events. I host a lot of business events, and I see people launching right into a sales pitch or walking around the room with a boring opening statement, and they can't even get people's attention. So even if they do get out what they do and hand a business card, the other person's just ready to toss that card and has no intention of ever contacting the person. You haven't gotten their attention. So remember, that's where it starts. So you can tune in every Monday to my Direct Mail Monday, or you can go through archives on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or YouTube or my blog, my podcast. They're all over the place. And you can look at a whole number of videos where I focus on what's on the outside of the envelope. The color, the size, any kind of words, the structure, the whole format of what's on the outside. You got to get people's attention to get them to listen or to go further with your message. So big mistake business owners make a lot of times in marketing and advertising is you think just because you've put a lot of time and money and effort and attention into it, that therefore somehow it's your right to have people read it or listen to it or watch it if it's this video. So, or any video you're doing. So you do not. I do not. Nobody has the right to get anybody else to watch it. Nobody should expect anyone to watch their videos or listen to audios or phone calls or read their emails or their newsletters or their direct mail pieces or anything, brochures, business cards, anything else at all, unless you first get their attention. That's where it starts. That's where you got to start, with getting people's attention. Kevin says, good morning. Good morning to you, my friend. Laisha's here. Rick Davis is here. And a whole bunch of other people that I've missed by not paying attention when you first came in. If you say hello, then I get to see you. I guess if you're just here, it scrolls by and I miss it sometimes. But leave a comment, question, concern, issue, anything below the video, wherever you're seeing it. I always respond where appropriate. And that'll do it for Foundation Friday. I'll be back tomorrow on Social Media Saturday. I will share a tip of how to make money for your business using social media like I'm doing now. Thanks for being here today. Over and out.